When is the best time to overhaul your pump? Today we're going to be answering that question. And for you, it might be kind of obvious. Well, when it fails. Well, when it's affecting production. But what about if we work under this premise that the pump seems to be working fine? Is there nice vibration levels, no leakage at all? Is sending the flow as should be? When then should we overhaul this pump? Should it be every 3 years, every 2 years when the manufacturer says? So when? This question is very solvable with one method I found in a very good book written by Ray Beebe. It's called Condition Monitoring of Pump System or something like that, or Predictive Monitoring. I'm going to put the description here. Now, the situation, as the premise indicates, is that, okay, so the pump is running and it's sending the flow. Many pump managers or pump owners, what they would say, is working fine, don't touch it. We don't need to do any maintenance here. But is it? Let's look at something. To understand or to have an indication of when we should be doing maintenance, we're going to need 6 pieces of data. The first one is going to be the overhaul cost. That is, if you take that pump right now to do maintenance, how much it's going to cost you. The second one is going to be the price of electricity. That is, how much are you paying for every kilowatts that the pump uses to run. Now, this is a very interesting thing because many pump managers at certain level, they don't pay for the electricity of their equipment, so they don't know, they don't care actually, so whatever. But from an organizational point of view, yeah, this is very important because you're going to see the numbers at the end. Now, the third one is, when was that pump installed? The one that we're talking right now was installed 12 months ago, 2 years ago. So that is the third. The fourth one is going to be the excess energy the pump is consuming right now. That is, if the manufacturer says that the pump should be consuming 100 kilowatts and now it's consuming 120 kilowatts, well, that 20 kilowatts is an extra energy they shouldn't be spending there. The fifth one, the number 5, is going to be the utilization rate, percentage of the month that the pump is working all the time, 70%, 80%, 90%. And the sixth piece of data we're going to use here is going to be kind of what was the intended duration of your pump for you, kind of as in paper. You say, well, this pump is very critical. We're going to stop it every 2 years to do maintenance, to do overhaul, 2 years, 3 years. You put a number there. So 6 pieces of data. Then what we're going to do, and there is no better way to tackle this that by using an example. And here I have it. So this is a real pump, and these are the values I've collected from the pump. This is a real example. The first thing you're going to do, the first step, is that we're going to take the overhaul cost and we're going to amortize it over time. And we do that by just simply dividing the overhaul cost by the month we are in. In this case, I'm going to, an example, for example, in month 5, the amortized value of the overhaul cost is going to be 3,000. By doing this over, I've chosen 36 months, 3 years of time span, you're going to get this nice graph, this nice curve. The second step is going to know how much is the extra energy is costing us. So how much money are we wasting because of the current deterioration of the pump. And we do that by taking the excess energy, multiply it by the cost of the electricity, multiply that again by the utilization rate, and finally multiply that by the number of hours in a month. That's going to tell you a value that's kind of how much money we're wasting, not in average, but today, some sort of a cumulative value. Then we're going to divide that value by the month we are in right now in our study, which is 24, and that's going to give you the excess money we're paying due to deterioration, and that's increasingly linear. Because this is a linear model and it's a very simple one, we can change the model, the degradation or deterioration model as we want to match the reality a little bit more. That's going to give you this beautiful curve or straight line here, which is increasing. Third, we are going to plot in the same graph, in the same chart, the amortized cost of overhaul, the deterioration rate of the pump measured based on the excess energy. We're going to sum those two values, and that's going to give us a total cost. Where that total cost finds its minimum, what happens is that that's the point where we should be doing some maintenance. But now, look at this example. It turns out that we are at month 24th, but the model is telling us that we should have done some maintenance on month 12. So 12 months without taking action. If you see this value here, what it shows is how much not doing maintenance 12 months ago has it costed you. It's about 33,000, 34,000 euros. More interesting, what about if you say you're stubborn and you say, you know what, I'm going to do my maintenance at 36 months, every 3 years, as I said, because I need to do it like this, because I said I was going to do it. Well, that's going to cost you about 75,000 euros. 75,000 euros just by sticking to your word and doing maintenance every 3 years. Yeah, the pump is working fine, don't touch it. Now, I want to leave you with this message. If you do as you plan, the pump is working fine, it's sending the flow you need, everything is beautiful. Yeah, but you're going to be spending 75,000 more euros than you should because you didn't take action. Now, I want to leave you with this because sometimes we are very stubborn to say, you know what, I'm going to do maintenance on a fixed interval, and my job as a pump manager is to make sure that the pump lasts those 3 years for this case, for example. But what about the amount of money you're wasting? Can you use it in a different part of your process? See you in the next video. Bye.